Hey, what's up, YouTube? 100% here. And this 100% me to you and Gam, and I'm back at it again with some no verses for ya. And like I said, it's gonna be on YouTube, it's gonna be on Facebook. And I'm gonna get straight to this shit. Cause there's gonna be like another special episode. I did a special one already. It's not up yet, but I did it. Kind of struggling with internet right now, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna rock with y'all. And like I said, I'm just gonna tell you real quick. It's looking whack right now. Everything that's set up is not nice. It's all gonna come back. It's all gonna get better soon. I'm gonna get it better than this. The quality is kind of trash. Whatever. I'm gonna do the best that I can right now, but then on the line is gonna get better. I'm gonna make that real quick, but it's not. It don't even matter because this shit is all about just hearing it out. I don't like telling people to listen. Y'all hear if y'all want. You feel me? Like, or if y'all can, whatever. I'm different. Y'all already know. So there's gonna be a special topic. You know, I usually have a whole list, but I'm gonna tell you right now what is it about. So I'm gonna start off by saying, this is not a lecture. It's about like it's about respect. No, patience, respect and patience. Let's say, but respect. I'm just gonna keep it like this. You can't speak that respect shit, and you can't keep that. You can't keep pumping that respect shit, and you can't keep talking about respect if you don't know how to respect somebody's heart and mind. You just can't. I gotta throw a soul in there too, but we could see how the heart works and we could see how the mind works. You feel me? The soul is different. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to tell if someone got soul or not, right? So don't take the shit literal. I just want to say it in that manner. You just can't pop that respect shit if you literally can't, you can't respect someone's heart, someone's mind. So that's it for respect. A reason why I want to talk about patience is because of the fact that there's a lot of shit going on, and I'm just trying to, before I say that, I'm trying to wake people up when it comes to like reality itself, because I don't want people to misinterpret these videos. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not to start a war. This shit is not to start a riot. This shit is not to start, any type of problems. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm scared now or something happened to me or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Actually, no, hell no. You know what I mean? That mentality right there, that's where we got to stop at. I'm not trying to make everyone like myself either. I'm like I said, I'm sharing an open mind with y'all and my expressions. You know what I mean? I'm expressing myself. You could say whatever. So this is what I'm trying to say. They're just keeping it real because I know how it feels. You know what I mean? I know how it feels when you're going through life, you're going through mad shit. It's a blow. It's a blow. And it's like like I said, I'm really sorry about the slang and all that, but I just got to keep it real. It'd be hard. People talk shit, all this type of shit that happens and all that stuff. So like I said in my last video, like I even do it to myself, like self-therapy. I even talk to myself. I make sure everything is good. I'll be on point with it, right? So what I'm trying to say is that don't take this shit as I'm trying to tell y'all, oh, I know how life is. I know it all. Or I know exactly how it should be. Or I'm trying to be a parent or whatever. No. This shit is just to keep it real with y'all niggas. You know what I mean? Because sometimes some topics, that shit be going like a little bit too extra. And it's like, it be different. Like, for example, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all probably got that friend that be wild quiet, right? And he be barely trying to have a conversation. Now, I know a lot of people work retail before, right? And I could definitely relate. So, I've worked retail before. And really quick story time. My nigga, how the fuck, I used to work with people that they used to have the most canon and completely relevant conversation. My nigga, it could be about fucking tissue and about fucking boxes. This is beyond woman talk. No offense. I'm not saying women talk about nonsense or nothing. I'm not saying that. But you know how when a man be hearing the girl talk, they don't want to do nothing with that shit? And when the woman be hearing the guy talk, they don't want to do anything with that shit? This shit is beyond that. There's literally anything. You know what I mean? So, you see what those people talk about just nothing? And they make it sound professional? And like they're having a conversation? And that shit didn't really have to happen? You know what I mean? That type of shit is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying fuck those people that are like that. Put these niggas totally to the side or out the window. But it's just like, at least, as long as y'all know, like, the shit is unnecessary, like, you know what I mean, or stupid, I'm not saying that's the only reason y'all could talk about it if y'all understand that. I'm saying at least don't get mad at the person that doesn't get in your conversation. That, and what I'm trying to say with that is, I used to work in retail, bro, and they would talk about the nonsense, complete nonsense, and niggas would think that you weird, or you this, or that you that, because you don't get in the conversation. Niggas, y'all talking about tissue, and this niggas is writing with their mouth. Niggas is writing a 2-page essay. Niggas had enough words to make a 2-page essay out of tissue. To me, that's OD. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people will treat you a certain way because you don't talk as much or you don't get yourself involved as much. But it's just everyone's different. So I'm, you know, when it comes to that, you see how I know a lot of people can relate with me. I understand. You know, I've been through a lot of situations in my life. Everybody been through. So this is why I'm making these videos. Hopefully I encourage people to make these type of videos too. But we gotta get back to the reality of like the type of sense of reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas didn't have to talk about that. Another example really quick. When it was my crew in the retail store, niggas wasn't talking. Because there was nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? And we could clearly tell if someone is not gonna want to talk about certain things. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if people get to know each other anymore. A lot of people feel uncomfortable with getting a lot of questions asked. You understand what I'm saying? When I meet someone, I ask them a lot of questions. It's not that I'm interrogating the nigga, but I'm trying to get to know the person, especially if I'm being in the same area with that person. You feel me? So what I'm trying to say is when my crew was working in the retail store, we would talk about sports whenever something happened in sports, big or anime or whatever the fuck is that we're talking about, if we had actually something to talk about. But if there's nothing to talk about, we're just not going to make conversation. I think people confuse making conversation with how to get to know someone with actually getting to know someone. You actually get to know someone by this, you know, I don't like to use the word deciding or choosing, but you actually get to know someone by getting to know someone. Making a conversation is literally just to have a conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to bring people back to. Like, my crew, we was working in that retail spot. I don't want to say it, you know what I mean? Water. It was simple. We get to work, you know, it was like, it was water. You know what I mean? We know when to talk, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? It was no rules. It was just like mad real. But then when I came with the other crew, I'm thinking like, oh, it's gonna flow because that's just their crew. Maybe I don't understand what's going on because that's just their crew and this is just how they do it. Nah. In other words, what I'm trying to say is I'll be able to tell, like, just like how my crew, we get to it. I used to be quiet when the other crew comes in and I see that they used to work with each other a lot. And I'll be quiet because I'm thinking they're gonna get to their shit. But I could tell, like, wait a second. Something's not right here. Nonsense. I just want to say that, not because I have a problem with those type of people. I'm not trying to be a dick or petty or fucked up. I'm just saying, just have an open mind. If you get mad at this or it bothers you or whatever, I'm not even trying to be a dick right now. That type of mentality, just withhold it real quick. You know what I mean? And if you also see this video, you want to comment on it, go ahead. But just withhold it real quick because I'm not really trying to get at people. I'm not judging people or none of that shit. I'm just saying, like, just have a. I was talking in general, but with a huge open mind. I'm not saying is this, is that. You know what I mean? Don't get too specific with the shit. So you're being direct or indirect. Which one is it? Don't take it personal. This it's called real life. It's not personal life, right? So I just want to say that real quick because the sense behind that, I guess the one that I'm trying to tackle is where I say, like, nigga, we really didn't need to have any type of conversation because we actually having a conversation of nonsense. That's all I'm trying to say. So why y'all mad at the person that doesn't get involved or talk as much? You feel me? Stay with that. Stay with that understanding right there. Stay with that. So whatever. This shit probably be like an hour long. Who knows? Or I doubt it. But that's what I want to talk about. Like I said, patience, right? So I'm at the train. I'm coming back home from work, etc. And you know, I'm up to the level of life you could say where you see shit different and you be yourself 100% of the way, and you don't have a problem with lying or you don't have a problem with doing what you got to do to make sure you proceed, advance, and progress and be yourself 100% of the way. I'm not trying to make nobody feel away. I'm just saying that's where I'm at in life. I'm gonna be me 100%. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to proceed, advance, and progress in the way that I feel comfortable with. I'm not trying to start no wars and knock anybody down. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. You feel me? Call me a shooting star or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do, and live my life. And let me tell you, it's not been easy. I come up and down. I get upset. I get mad. You know what I mean? But it's not even really that. It's just that it's so real that you come out negative and harsh, but you're really not like that. So I'm up to the understanding, having an open mind and taking literally everything into consideration. You know, people like to talk about this targeted shit. I don't even see it as that. Because none of this shit is phasing me. I'm just saying, like, you could clearly see this shit. Certain people, you know, get in your way. And you probably didn't ever notice that because you wasn't aware of them. But now that you're aware, you start to see, like, oh, shit. And then certain neighbors, they blow yours. Or people in your own crew, you start noticing, like, what the fuck is going on? You probably didn't notice because you wasn't aware, but when you was aware, you start to see what's going on. Then you get into the topics of, you know, you talk about the Bible, you talk about birthright, you know, birth, you know, and you start to see, like, how things work, or why the parents are in play, or pedestrians, or, like, all this stuff, and why they have this, their distractions, whatever. Because that's just your mind, that's literally what your mind is doing innocently of you living. How the fuck can you get mad at yourself, or someone can get mad at you at the fact that eventually it could have happened? And they tell you straight up, you know, not everything's going to be perfect. So you can just put a mirror on that. Hey, don't be mad at me for me realizing this shit. You understand what I'm saying? You just said it yourself, right? So that's where I'm at, you can say, in the level of shit, right? So you get to a point where they're going to want you to hear this in the background. They're going to want you to not go that way or not do this or whatever, right? People think that as targeted individuals, whatever, not. It's just that life is real. A lot of shit happens. When you really open your mind, you start to see, like, wow, this shit is really bigger than what you think it is. Because we really are more important than what we think we are. People see it as it being dangerous or whatever. I see it as that shit being amazing and beautiful. You know what I mean? Even though it could get annoying, these niggas get in your way, they do this, but you'd be like, wow. That's how you could tell, like, there's something behind this. You know what I mean? And it's not that we on some pirate mentality like me. Nah, I'm not. But I see the treasure behind this shit. You feel me? Because it's just like, bro, this is life, the system we live and die. I see it way more different and deeper. Now, a lot of people may have a problem with me. Oh, he's not patient. Oh, he's crazy. He's this, he's that. I'm going to still do what I got to do, right? I'm just going to keep it to y'all straight up. I got GBN, Gaming Battle Network. You know what we do. FGC, we in the building. You already know. I make my videos, my content like I'm doing right now. I do whatever I got to do, right? My own way. It's not fancy. I can do it the best way that I can. Now, I know I got to do me in school. And I've been doing terrible, no lie. But I'm going to go back and do my shit. But I'm not going to let that be the reason to have me feel like I'm a man. And I'm not going to use that as the reason for me to say that I'm the man. You know what I mean? Because there was actually way better shit that happened in my life that I actually could have used to say that I'm the man, or that made me a man. And like I said in my past videos, I don't know which one was it, but I was a thief before. I was a bandit. You know, like I said, with the whole Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that shit, I was part of a team called the Rare Hunters. So it's just like, when I changed from that, I became a better man off right there. But you still won't ever hear me say, oh, I'm the man, or oh, I'm a man now, or because I'm a man, I changed, or whatever. You feel me? And that's literally, to me, more important than claiming responsibilities and shit that I get done. You feel me? Because I was dead robbing this, right? So I'm just walking with y'all. I'm walking you through with shit. Because I know how people, you know, I'm just keeping it mad real. I know how people feel when it comes to life. And I know right now, I know there's a video being recorded. It seems like I'm having a conversation with y'all, but I'm just trying to hit y'all that real with this shit. You feel me? And I love this because my background right now, I got the, you know, I'm into anime. I got the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, so it looked like the flower of life, and you know, it's right there. I feel some energy. I love it. You know, you feel me? So just keeping it very real with y'all. I was in the train. Like I said, I'm in a different state, right? You could say. I'm not saying that's how life is. Y'all believe it. Y'all want to not. You know, just be yourself. Y'all gonna see my videos. Y'all gonna see how I'm walking y'all through. So I was in a state. I mean, I'm in the state where people's gonna try to tell you shit, and they feel like you have to listen to it, or they're gonna try to sneak some shit in. Like, for example, I'll be hearing in the back. I'll be talking to my niggas all day through the shit. The way we communicate, and they'll try to say some shit. You know what I mean? And mostly, if I pay attention, and if this happens to have y'all pay attention, it'll be shit that'll get y'all mad. So if I pay attention, it'll be shit that'll get y'all mad. It's always usually like that. Sometimes when they say it, I don't hear it. But you know, they try to say something negative because you can feel it. That's like where I'm at when it comes to life. So I've been like, oh, thank God I didn't hear that because I didn't have to hear it. Yo, sometimes, no lie, guys, it even gets muffled. Like, they try to sneak it because they know, oh, he's aware. And they'll get muffled. I definitely didn't have to hear that shit. You know what I mean? But sometimes they get it through. then you realize, you get the feeling like, oh, it went through. That was supposed to be negative, but it even hit me negative because it's like you could eat that shit right up. So this is what I'm about to talk about right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna eat that shit right up. You know what I mean? So it's like, picture it like the world or God, existence, whatever you want to call it, allowed you to hear. Like, you hear this clown, and that's literally, bro. No lie, I'm about to eat that shit up right now. I'm in the train. The nigga said I already knew it was gonna happen because you could feel it. I'm telling you, when you be yourself, when you keep opening yourself up, you start to see. They make it look scary. They make it sound like this, da da da. But at the end of the day, I'm not a terrorist. You feel me? I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a tyrant. I'm not a rebel. I'm not gonna about to blow shit up or go hard, do this and that. I may say shit like, nigga, I'll defend myself to the end. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, I'll do whatever I gotta do to proceed, advance, and progress, even if it's a lie. But that being said, am I lying? Who knows, right? Because, nigga, we don't know with this shit. I definitely don't know with that shit out there. You feel me? So it's fair play. But they said it's unfair. I don't want to get there, though. You feel me? But y'all see what I'm saying, right? So I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Check this out. Because you got to do this shit real. And be very careful. You know what I mean? Because life is supposed to be meant how to be lived. In other words, it was meant to be lived a certain way. Not that we're supposed to live it this way. You understand what I'm saying? You got to treat the tree gentle so it can bloom. Not viciously, nigga. Nature teaches that. You see how the snow makes the shit fall? There be no leaves on the trees when it's fucking snowing. It's rough, it's cold, right? But when it's gentle, it's nice and breezy, tropical, boom, beautiful. Anyways, so we know what's up, right? All right, so going back to what I was saying. And the nigga in the train was just like, and I'm sorry because I had to get all that out. I had to give all that out to you. It's beautiful. Look, get all that out for myself and give it all to you just to help you. You feel me? Because I don't want people to think I'm throwing my negative energy out. You crazy, not with me. That being said, nigga in the background, like I said, when you're up to the level, you start to see, and you're not bugging, just in case those people are already going to, you're not bugging. You're not bugging. I know how it feels. And let me tell you, I could say this shit without getting in trouble. Because, nigga, I ain't giving y'all no offense to anybody that uses proof, facts, evidence, research, etc. Because them niggas, I love it when they do that because it's just like, I could definitely back up their shit because I don't do that shit. And these niggas on point. So, the nigga said, oh, because that's what happens when you get older. You get more patience. And like I said, I already felt that something like that was going to be said. All I did was crack a smile. I said, ha. See, right now, already, they'll think, oh, this nigga's crazy. What the fuck? He could tell into the future. He could do this. Nah, that shit, that's real, my nigga. Remember, you didn't create this world. Now, I'm not saying it's real. I'm saying for me it is. So I'm going to rephrase that. For me it's real. Yeah, if y'all want to believe it, it's up to y'all. Like I said, this is the way I roll. I believe, and I don't believe, and I believe, and I don't believe at the same time, and all at the same time. But look how I'm saying, I believe, and I don't believe. And I believe and don't believe at the same time and all at the same time. So I believe, comma, and I don't believe, comma, and I believe and don't believe, comma, at the same time, comma, and all at the same time, period. Because I know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, I'm not telling y'all to believe. I'm not telling y'all to do the exact same shit. I'm just giving it to y'all straight. This shit is not even, nigga. This. Y'all gonna call it whatever y'all want. Powers, nigga, whatever. Insight, I don't go a fuck, nigga. It's just straight. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I'm just giving it to y'all right back. I got y'all niggas though. So the nigga said that shit like, oh, like he was feeling like he was. I'm like, I smile. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. So we gonna talk about this shit right now, nigga said, cause you gotta be patient. When you get older, you get patient. Whatever the fuck he said. I'm talking to my son through a little shit that we communicate with. I'm like, you hear this clown patient for what? For death, nigga? Cause that's the only thing we be patient for, nigga. You really want to go with the topic, nigga. You feel me? Patient for what? So it's just like you start seeing shit when you wake up like this and you start noticing what's going on. You start seeing shit very differently. So look how the way I'm doing. I'm not talking about somebody famous. I'm not talking about these people or that people showing you proof, evidence, facts, whatever. No, it's all me. All my experience, all me. You feel me? And y'all might be related to the shit too. So I'm being careful with the way I do it, and I know how I'm doing myself. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just being real. But be patient for what, nigga? For death, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is this. This nigga's talking about, because I said I know what's going on when it comes to my life, at least. Patience. Like if he has something to do with the shit that I was going through in my life. What I'm trying to say is somebody that knows me or that feel a way about me and may think that I'm crazy, this, that, and the third. If I also be in their shoes, I wouldn't ever do that. If I also meet someone like me or anybody that seems crazy or whatever, I wouldn't call them crazy or anything because you don't know who these people are. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can really judge you. These people can actually have been going through some real shit. So you can't really get at these people like that. And you got to respect. That's why I started this shit off by saying respect of people's mind and their heart. Anything could be going on. Fellas, you heard? And women, and my ladies, I'm sorry. So you got to be on, and listen, you got to respect. And I can tell you straight up, because I'm a very spiritual person, right? And everybody gets through the experiences and all that shit, right? So I'm going to tell you straight up. Let's say some shit that has to do with spirits even agree with how I be about myself in life. And you would think that shit is the enemy. You feel me? Because it's different or whatever. It looks a different way or whatever. Am I saying I met another being or some shit like that? It don't matter what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is through my experiences, and this has nothing to do with belief or whatever. It's just basically, it's like the people on that side, you could say, that's doing this shit to us, even said, like, yo, what you're doing is that as correct and true, keep doing it. You know what I mean? And that's not the reason why I started doing this, because I've been doing this. Then that shit said that, and I continued because niggas, like I already knew. If I would have been doing this shit since after that person said that, it would have not agreed with anything. That's how you know I was doing this shit before. You feel me? So the reason why I'm saying that is because the problem starts not with the youth, because the youth is gonna keep coming. There's the universal youth, or the universe of the youth. People just gonna keep getting born into shit, coming back, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, when you up there, you'll see a little bit. I don't think I'm the best, I'm the most high, whatever. No. I'm humble. I'm just saying when you start to open, so by up, down, just when you start to open yourself more. Don't take it too literal. We're just using words here. But you start to see. You feel me? And I started noticing, you know what I mean, that shit like this actually go on. So, the guy said that, and I got bothered. Not bothered, I'll take that back. It was like, it's not that I got bothered by it. I was just like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, nigga, I've been through my shit. You know what I mean? I know he wasn't talking to me and all that stuff, but you see what I said, when you're there, you'll see how it works. Or that's how you open your mind, you apply yourself to shit. You know what I mean? But let's say that person would have said that to me, like if he wanted to say that to me. No lie, me speaking this way, let me tell you, and I always say this, I say this in a few of my videos already. I don't ever feel like I have the audacity to give someone advice, the audacity to tell someone what to do or what they should do, or the audacity to teach them a lesson. I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. You feel me? I'm mad fair with the shit. So he said it like that. And what I'm trying to say is like, the way I thought about it, like, was like, it's almost like a guilty conscience in play. Why you felt like you had to say that? Nigga, you don't know me. Did you take something from me? You feel me? And I was a thief before. So that's how I know when somebody says some shit like that, either unwittingly or wittingly, I could tell with some guilty conscience is in play, because I was a thief. I know how it feels to take shit away from others. You know what I mean? And keep things from others. You know what I mean? Well, not keeping things from others in the sense of keeping secrets. I'm not the type, but not telling someone that I did something. You feel me? Because I was that good of being a thief, niggas wouldn't even know, and I wouldn't even tell them. So I have some type of sense. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I changed. I'm a new man, whatever. I said that in my past video. So it's like, nigga, you definitely don't know me. I'm just saying it in an example, because a lot of people are probably not up in that state of life yet. But I'm just saying this in an example if the nigga was trying to like give me an advice or just say that to me. Nigga, you don't know me, and I don't know you, because I know random people will try to come to and give you advice. But why the fuck you feel like you have to say that? It's not that I'm being a rebel or there's a tyranny type of mind or like a terrorist type of shit. It's just like, you must know something that has to do with something being taken away. I could definitely say that because I was a thief before, and it's just like, Why did you feel like you had to say that? Like I said, if I was another person, I also see this person right here. If I wasn't me right now and I was another person, I would see this person making these videos, or let's say I was involved in something that has to do with me having to follow that person or whatever. Let's say as an example, I wouldn't want to do anything to that person because anybody could be going through anything. You don't know what the hell is going on. Now I know people be trying to help, but there's ways to help and there's ways to be realistic about it and how you can help. You know what I mean? So this video is not for that guy or anything. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I'm trying to say. You feel me? So for example, let me speak. Let me talk about this. The reason why I said that death is a thing that we're being patient for because we're all gonna die anyways. You know what I mean? So the question is, I gotta be patient for what, nigga? What, to help others like I'm doing now with this video? You want me to wait to really help people? So then I could possibly even forget to really help them? Like, what I gotta be patient for? You understand what I'm saying? So that being said, the message behind this is just to be careful with how you would try to help someone. And my phone is in the background making wild noise. Because you might not know what you're doing to anybody. Sorry for the quick gap. Hold on. So like I said, guys, my fault, I had to cut it off real quick. Be careful what you do or say to people, because anybody could be anybody, right? And not to scare anyone, it's just to be real with it. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that the problem actually lies, I don't know if I said this, the problem actually lies, and I'm sorry, I was just moving the camera to make sure it's good, with the old people instead of the youth. You know why I'm saying that? Because you got to think about it. The youth is going to keep coming into the world. Sometimes it may seem like I'm off topic and stuff like that, but I'll come back. You know, I'll pause it if I have to, so I can just gather myself. So check this out. That's literally what I was doing right now. This is what I mean. The youth will tell you, do this because you got to be a man, because you got to do that. You got to be this, you got to be that. It's responsibilities. You're an adult. I get it. But the thing is that you got to be realistic with life. And you can have a kid at any given time or anything. And you don't want your kids to go through the same shit. You actually want to get to the point where you can help them. Exactly. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you want to support the kid. So what's going to be a great support for your kid if you don't know how to actually support them? You see, me, if I keep at it like this and I have a kid or whatever, even right now if I also have a kid or whatever, let's say, I'll be able to support my kid as I'm growing older and as my kid is growing in any way that I can, whether it's financially, whatever it is. But I know definitely mentally for sure. But it's not that I'm gonna put all this in my kid's mind. Let's say, right? I will understand what's going on. Ask my kid questions here and there. Let her live her life. I'm not gonna put it in her mind, brainwash. No. But I'm gonna be able to see, because I've been through that. I'm gonna be able to see if she or he's going through that and block all that. I don't gotta tell her about it. That this happening, that's happening. That could probably be something that my kid won't be able to withhold. So that's why I'm there to support. You understand? Block, excuse me. Make sure she is good. So the reason why I say that is because the old people, they tell you to say, oh, you gotta be a man, you gotta this, you gotta that, then you lose track of it. And you get so caught up with your responsibilities and doing this and that and this, that now look what's gonna happen. You probably didn't think about this. Yeah, you did awesome. You made it. But you don't know exactly how to block this shit from happening to your kid. You're not really changing anything. All you're going to do is say that's just what life is, and this is what happens in life, and you're an adult. That bullshit. You feel me? Have you ever noticed that the people that tell you you're just being negative, you're being very you're being a quitter, have you ever noticed that they actually be good, and then you try to be very real with yourself and innocent, not trying to be innocent, but very real with yourself and say, let me put the finger on myself first before I point it to anybody else, which is okay, I see. But then you actually try to get better and nothing actually changes, or it does changes, but you still feel like something's missing. You see that shit every day with famous people. They got it all, but it's not everything. And we understand fame is not everything. Nigga, we can figure that out from here, not being famous. But that's where you know that you're getting into the real shit that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And so they'll tell you, oh, you're just being negative, you're being a quitter, you're just giving up, da-da-da. And they be good. And then you try to be real with it and be like, you know what, it is me. Nothing changes. Or it does change it, but it's not getting anywhere. Those people were going to continue to always say that, and they don't mind living amongst people that are going through that shit. Because at the end of the day, they're just feeding off that shit. They're going to be good forever. Because as soon as you start being aware of the shit that I'm saying right now, them niggas is not even going to be near you, whether it's family, friends, or any of that shit. And I'm just saying it, at least in my life, that's how it is, in my experience. I don't know about how it is for y'all. I'm not saying that's how it is for y'all. I'm not saying that's how it is, but yo, you will see, son. If you know what I'm talking about, or if you're gonna, or if your life gets there at one point, I don't know, but you'll see, bro. They will bounce out of your life and go to somebody else's life that was just how your shit was when you wasn't aware, and they'll tell that person the exact same shit. You're just a quitter. You gotta be positive, da 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 da. And the next thing you know, they try those people too. Nothing gets better, or they try, it gets better, but there's something missing, and they'll still be the ones to tell you after that. You just gotta be more positive. You're just not strong enough. The classic. So they got our old folks telling us that shit. Because they feel like since they made it to that age, that nigga, we good, nigga. You know what I mean? And it's a blow. You feel me? Because it's just like, nigga, you gotta beat this shit. You feel me? You wanna bust your ass? For example, I'm not saying this is how it is, but just think about it. Let's have an open mind. We're in an anime world right now. Let's say anything is possible, right? But that's life. But anyways, anything is possible. Anime, right? Dragon Ball Z world, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Would you want to work hard to come right back and work hard and you have no memory of the shit? Or even with memory? Work your ass off, die, come back. Oh, so this is it? I'm just going to work my ass off again? What the fuck? Or no memory? You keep coming back with no memory, you're going to feel like something's up. Eventually, nigga, nature, right? The shit is repair itself, is a natural force to repair itself. I don't want to get into that topic right now, but I would want to beat this shit. Because if you know you could beat this shit without working hard, wouldn't you want to do that? You understand what I'm saying? Because what's the point of working hard? I'm not saying that I'm lazy. I'm just saying, what's the point of working hard and busting out? You're going to come back to this shit and do it again over and over and over again. Whether you come back with memory or not. It's stupid. It's almost as if, like, wait a second. I'm not saying this is true. Like I said, we're in an imaginary world right now. I'm just saying, like, that wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? We open our minds. We're using this as an example for life. But that wouldn't make sense. What's going on? We're supposed to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? Whether we did work hard or not. Because it doesn't matter whether you work hard or not and you come back to this shit. You didn't get nowhere. Same shit over and over and over and over again. But does it matter when you bust your ass, right? And you actually get out the shit. So, would you want to bounce and remember that you left that shit that you've been through that was mad hard and feel good about it, or go right back to that same shit? So let's start it off in the world, the imaginary world, where you have no memory of where you at the moment right now. And then you somehow finish it and you get memory and you come back with memory again. You probably feel like, I'm going to take advantage of this shit because I've been through mad shit. But then when you take advantage of and you finish it and you come back again, you're going to be like, wait, what the fuck? That's why I said I would rather, whether no memory or memory, finish it, but overall have memory of the next world. So I could look back at that shit and be like, yo, that shit was complete hell. I didn't have to go back over there and get revenge, nigga. I'm good, nigga. That shit was even, it will seem unnecessary to you. You feel me? Because it's just like, what the fuck? So bust your ass to keep coming back, whether you have memory of it or not, doesn't make sense. But to keep moving forward, going to another world, let's say, for example, in the imaginary world, it will actually make sense. You could look back on it. You feel me? even advancing to another world and not having memory of the past world still kind of doesn't make sense. But at least within its reality, at least from that swap of you going from another world to another world is very real. And so you won't have to worry about that world. And hopefully, maybe nothing that's fucked up that knows you have no memory of your past world is in there to fuck your shit over. Because if not, it's really the same shit, which is some unnecessary ass shit, or just a trap that's trying to get you to keep going over and over and over the shit. And I went really above and beyond with this. That's why I said we was in the imaginary world real quick. But it just opened my mind. This is how I really do it. I take everything into consideration, bro. It's like an endless flow. An endless flow. I just don't bookshelf the shit. If I do bookshelf it, it's still there. I just don't knock it. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is they'll tell you these old folks and it's fucked up. Because it's the same people that knows they say really gonna do anything for them. And so they tell them to be a man, do this, do that, and the third. You know what I mean? So from everything I just finished saying right now, think about that. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta be real and just have the inner scan. Like I said, it's not about being righteous, correct, legit. It's just about being real with it. Being real with it. Because it's just like, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. They're giving you advice. Be a man. You gotta take your responsibility. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And what's the point of that? You know, that makes you feel good and everything. But what's the point of that if what I just finished saying in that imaginary world is actually true? You're gonna come right back to this shit. With memory or no memory. You know what I mean? So that's why anybody could do that. Because a lot of people is doing it. You know what I mean? It's harder to do the correction than the incorrection. People will always, it's always easier to do fucked up shit. And harder to do shit that's not fucked up. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be hard to really beat life like how you're supposed to, than not really beat it and how they say you're supposed to live it. And how they say you should live it. You feel me? So that's all I wanted to talk about, really. You know what I mean? I had to make this special episode of there's no versus series because I understand how it feels. I'm not starting a war. I'm not starting a riot. I'm not on some tyrant shit, some terrorist shit, rebellious shit. You gotta be on some real shit, my nigga. Like I said, some shit you can say even on that side, agree, like, you feel me? Niggas ain't trying to expose anything, nigga, or any of that shit. Hell no. You don't see me putting up any of that shit. No offense to people that do that, because I'm subscribed to some channels that they do that, and that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because some people can't fathom it this way. They need that. Some people can't fathom it this way because they'll think, oh, that's stupidity. This nigga's just crazy. It's cool. But before you call me that, just know that these niggas I'm subscribed to, and I'm not trying to put them in the, you know, like the problem, because there's no problem here, but that's how people that don't get it, that haven't discarded that shit out, will understand it. I'm not trying to do that to them, but I know for a fact I didn't study, research, or any of that shit. And the niggas I'm subscribed to, they know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I mean? Because I was able to point it out. I didn't ever look that shit up, got into it, or this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, this is definitely not that way, because he's saying it like this. These niggas saying it like that. That's just how I got it. Niggas didn't even research or do any of that shit. So no subscribe to you, subscribe to these dudes. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Because it's real. It don't matter if it's a truth or a lie. If it's real, the ball fell from the tree. A little boy said, the ball fell from the tree. We don't give a fuck. A little boy lied about the ball falling out the tree. We don't give a fuck. Whether the nigga said the truth about the ball falling out the tree or not, nigga, it still fell out the tree, nigga. Like, you feel me? So that being said, that's just what this shit is. You feel me? A lot of people got different interpretations about Adam and Eve and all that shit, whatever. You gotta be real with life. That same example of the ball falling off the tree, this is the way I feel about the Adam and Eve shit. We ate the fruit of knowledge. We got intelligence. Damn, we got intelligence, and it's looking like we destroying ourselves. What the fuck? Some people say, nah, we're not destroying ourselves. That was actually helping us. A lack of knowledge is going to kill my people. It's not looking like it's killing us, nigga. I mean, at least for me, I don't study, do research, or any of that shit. I can't even stand school, but I still somehow could pick up the fact that fucked up shit is going on out there, and it's like I feel like I'm lacking a lot of knowledge, and I'm still on that shit that if I would have gotten knowledge, I'm supposed to be tackling. Now you pay attention, or at least for me, and I start seeing people that have the knowledge, and I'd be like, not that they're choosing or deciding to. That intelligence shit is fucking up. But I don't know. I'm just saying though, you feel me? I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? That's why I give the example. The ball fell from the tree. Shorty ate the apple, whatever. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, right? Whatever the fuck the story is, whether it's truth or a lie, I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? I just give it an example like that. So that being said, I'm not trying to offend no one. I'm not trying to get nobody pissed off. This shit ain't for the people that's feeling what the elites are doing to us, if they're even doing anything in the first place, because I don't know. But regardless of whatever, like I said, I'm not pushing out, punking out. I'm just saying this shit for everybody, nigga. You could be a god, deity, whatever the fuck. This shit for everything, nigga. I'm sorry you may not feel that we not equals, nigga. We still in this shit. Existence don't give a fuck about that. I'm just saying, and if the and even the nigga that created this shit or made this shit, or if this shit came to itself, it's still saying it doesn't give a fuck about that, because we all have something to do with this shit somehow. Nigga created the shit, we the shit, we all in the shit. So yeah, y'all already knows 100% here. There's Missing You and Gam. No Versus series is gonna be on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm gonna keep it to y'all. I mean, I'm gonna keep giving it to y'all straight, man. And it's gonna be, is everything raw. Pause. It's a hood thing. But anyways, I know how it feels, man. This shit is not, this nigga, I ain't declaring the fuck. My nigga, I'm not bogus. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all already know. I ain't calling nobody bogus out there anyway, but I'm just giving it to y'all straight up. Y'all already know, man. I'm signing out, yo. It's love. Later.